OpenAI recently lost 1.5 million subscribers within less than 48 hours. And this happened after they signed a deal with US Department of War. Multiple people are now trying to cancel ChatGPT subscription and they are moving to Claude. Claude earlier denied the same contract and now they are gaining popularity. They also published a blog where they've shown how can someone move their existing details from another application to Claude. In this video, let me show you very quickly how can you do that. You can see this is the blog where they shown how can you import all those memory and other details from other applications. Now, while I will show you here using ChatGPT and Claude, the same method can be utilized in other platforms also. If you want to move from any other LLM model, then you can also use the same method. Now, there are two ways it can be done. So here you can see Claude already gave one prompt here. So this is one option. Now, if I open ChatGPT, then I'll be able to see my normal console. Now here, so what I can do, I can come to this particular tab, I can copy this entire prompt and I can come here and I can paste that prompt. Now, considering I'm using a paid version of ChatGPT, it's taking thinking model as a default one. If you're using any other model, still you can use the same method. And within the Claude also, you don't need a paid plan. You can still use all these methods whenever you are using a free tier. Now, this is one thing. Second thing, if you can enable thinking model, please do that and that will give you a better response. Let me show you quickly what it produced for me. If I come here and I show you the same method, what I have done, I have used the same prompt and it gave me all these details. You can see how much details it gave me. Now, some of the things I may need to gray out because of the personal information and other details. However, you can see how much details it generated. Now, this is one way. So another thing is there. If I now come to Claude and then I click on my name and there I'll be able to see settings, and here if you see there are multiple different options are available. Now, if I click on capabilities, you can see one option is there, that is memory. I have turned it on. Now, second thing is that you can see import memory from other AI providers. If I click on start import, here also another prompt is available. Now, if I click on copy, then you will be able to see this is a different prompt. This was the prompt earlier we pasted from the website, but if I delete it and then I paste, you can see this is a different system prompt. Now, both ways I tried. Both of the prompts I used, but I got a better response using this particular prompt. So you can check from your end which one is working fine for you. But whatever the details it generates, let me utilize and let me show you what can I do. So this is the details it generated for me. What I'll do, I'll click on copy and then I'll come to Claude. Here I will paste my details and then I'll click on add to memory. Then what Claude will do, Claude will try to process all those details, and as per this blog, within 24 hours, it should be able to update all my details, all this knowledge and additional configurations, whatever I imported, those should be visible here. So if I show you quickly, you'll see once this import is complete, you'll see your updated memory within 24 hours. So in case it's not reflecting then and there, not to worry, just check after a day and then you will be able to see all those details. So this is the way we can import, and once this will get imported, you can also edit all those imported knowledge. And once this will get imported, I'll show you. Now, while it is doing that, let me show you another thing. Normally, within ChatGPT, we use different projects, right? I also use, if I show you one of them, I use this project to improve my YouTube strategy. So here, similar way, if I delete that particular prompt and then I come back and I again copy this prompt and I copy the prompt here and then I paste here, what it will do, it will generate the same type of details for my projects also. So first one, what we have done, we have done it for our entire ChatGPT profile. whenever you are using, the entire profile got exported. Now, second option is if you have multiple projects, only problem is you need to do step by step, one by one, utilizing the same method. If you see, I already have done it. So if I click on the data export request, you can see it also generated the similar type of details, but this time it was not that exhaustive like the first one. Here it's bit limited because that's the way this particular project is. Instead of your overall profile, whenever you are doing for any specific project, maybe amount of details will be a bit less. Now let me show you how can you import there. So if I click on copy and then I come to Claude again, so here our memory is ready, right? Everything it imported, and I'll click on add to memory. Now if I open Claude here and then I go to projects, and if I click on any of the project, I have already created one, but let me show you another time. So maybe this time I'll name it as YouTube guide and then the instruction. When I'm back to ChatGPT, if I click on my project, then I'll go to these three dots. I'll be able to see this option, project settings. I'll click on that. Here the instruction is already there. So I'll copy that and then I'll paste the same details here. I'll click on create project. Now once the project will get created, now if I click on this particular option, I copy the same data which it generated earlier, and then I can click on instruction, and there I can paste the entire details and I can save instruction. Now memory, you can see it's currently locked. Once you start interacting in this project, then this particular option will get enabled. So this is the way you will be able to migrate from ChatGPT to Claude using just a couple of prompts. So considering ChatGPT came early in the market and some of us started using it from the very beginning, now it was a bit difficult to move in another platform because all those details and this migration facility was not available. Now with this particular option, we can start utilizing any other tool if we want to use. So let me know your feedback, and if you are facing any challenges, any problems, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to respond to those as soon as I can. Another thing just to remember, whenever you are generating your response using ChatGPT, try to utilize the thinking model if you have access to that. That will give you a better response. If you also want to use open source models locally without using any of the paid version of these LLM models like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of them have some of the open source models also available. I recorded another video earlier. Using that particular method, you will be able to use those models for free locally, where if you have any of the privacy concern, that particular method will be really helpful. Check out this video to know everything about it.